Jeep for 1987. Cherokee, Wagoneer, and Grand Wagoneer. Your 1987 Jeep line continues in the Jeep tradition. Rugged, durable, built from the ground up to be the leader in the four-wheel drive field. When Cherokee and Wagoneer were introduced in 1984, they rewrote the book on four-wheel drive performance and comfort. In 1987, the book is about to be reissued in a new and improved edition. You've got two- and four-wheel drive Cherokee models that are ready to take the competition head-on. Any place, any time. The refined, elegant, and comfortable four-wheel drive Wagoneer combines the best of luxury in-town performance with the legendary Jeep off-road ruggedness. And when it comes to convenience, only Jeep among major competitors offers the consumer a choice of either two-door or four-door models. At the top of the line, the classic, luxurious four-wheel drive Grand Wagoneer with a Jeep soul that is as at home on the road as off. Let's take a look at the highlights for 1987. First, Cherokee and Wagoneer. The most exciting news this year for Cherokee and Wagoneer, as well as the Comanche, is our new 4-liter inline 6 with electronic multi-point fuel injection. We call it the PowerTech 6. This new optional inline 6, which replaces the V6, is the most powerful in its class and performs as responsively on challenging hill climbs as it does cruising down the highway. It's going to leave the competition eating its dust. We've also made some refinements on our proven standard 2.5-liter four-cylinder engine. We've incorporated new lower friction pistons. We've improved the fuel injection control system, and we've added a higher output alternator, all of which will help maximize performance. For 1987, horsepower has been increased from 117 to 121, and torque has been increased from 135 to 141 pound-feet. On our optional Select-Track four-wheel drive system, we've updated the design. It's still full-time with shift-on-the-fly capability, but it's even better than the system we offered in '86. And if our 1987 system is better than last year's proven performer, you can imagine how much better we are than our competition. No one else in this segment has the full-time capability of our Select-Track. We've replaced the optional 3-speed automatic transmission with a new 4-speed electronically controlled automatic overdrive. It's state-of-the-art and will contribute to better performance and fuel economy. And keep in mind that we will continue to offer the widest selection of powertrain combinations available in our class. Our Quadrolink front suspension and uniframe body frame construction combine to deliver excellent ride and handling characteristics with superior ground clearance and traditional Jeep ruggedness. On the outside, you'll find new styling touches designed to enhance the clean, sporty look. Inside, we've added some cosmetic improvements to make the interior more appealing to the eye and more comfortable to the passengers. And when it comes to utility, Cherokees and Wagoneers deliver 72 cubic feet of cargo space. Finally, all our Jeeps are backed with a 12-month, 12,000-mile limited warranty with extended powertrain protection for an additional 12 months, 12,000 miles. There's no doubt that Jeep Cherokees and Wagoneers have established their leadership in the marketplace. But possibly no one has underscored that fact more dramatically than Popular Mechanics magazine, which picked Jeep Cherokee as one of the 10 best cars of 1986. As their editors wrote, it's like owning two cars in one. And let me point out that Cherokee keeps some pretty exclusive company in that list of 10 best, with the likes of Mercedes-Benz and Porsche. One thing you can count on: if we were one of the 10 best in '86, we're going to be one of the 10 best in '87 as well. Okay, now that we've had a brief overview of our 1987 lineup, let's get down to specifics. The brightest star of 1987 is our hot new 4-liter PowerTech 6, electronically fuel-injected inline 6. This engine is optional on all two-wheel and four-wheel drive Cherokees and Wagoneers. In the Jeep tradition, this engine was built from the ground up with state-of-the-art technology. It's the largest displacement engine in its class, and it provides more horsepower and low-end torque than any of the competition. The new engine develops 173 horsepower and 220 pound-feet of torque versus 115 horsepower and 150 pound-feet of torque for the V6. That's a 50% increase in horsepower and a 47% increase in torque, resulting in outstanding performance. The new engine has a six-cylinder inline configuration, which is considerably different than a V6 design. Because this is an important basic design feature, we've asked Jim Murphy, Director of Product Planning at American Motors, to talk about the new PowerTech 6. Jim?
Early in the design of the Cherokee, Wagoneer, and Comanche, we asked our engineers to package and design an all-new, more powerful engine. Now we can say, for 1987 model year, our PowerTech six-cylinder engine is ready. As you can see, it's an inline six, which has inherent smoothness as each cylinder operates opposed to each other. It has multi-point fuel injection, which meters fuel from this rail to each cylinder directly. It has electronic fuel control for optimum fuel economy, performance, knock control, and emission control. This engine design, by the way, is very similar to that used in expensive European cars. For example, BMW uses a multi-point fuel-injected i6, similar to this. Coupled with our new automatic and manual transmissions, this power plant will be the best in its class. The PowerTech i6 offers significant improvement in both horsepower and torque compared to our 2.5-liter i4. This has been one of the concerns about the 2.8-liter GM V6 that we've used in the past. We're sure our customers will be very satisfied and will notice a significant difference versus the base four-cylinder engine. The heart of the engine is the crankshaft shown here. As you can see, it has 7 main bearings compared with 5 in a typical six-cylinder engine, and it has 8 counterbalance weights, which coupled with the i6 design gives outstanding smoothness. We think this engine will give Jeep customers the most outstanding power plant in the segment for 1987.
Because of the importance of this new engine to the 1987 line, let me take just a moment to summarize the key points. First, the 4-liter engine has an inline configuration, which contributes to smoother all-around operation. Second key fact to keep in mind is that the PowerTech 6 utilizes a sequential electronic multi-point fuel injection system. As Jim pointed out, this is the same type system you find on the expensive European road cars. The benefit of this system is that it improves engine performance and it improves dependability. Translated into specifics, that means you get faster, more reliable startups, excellent acceleration response, lower maintenance, higher fuel economy, and minimum emissions. In addition, the engine offers an integrated electronic ignition system with automatic spark knock compensation, as well as automatic altitude compensation. For those of you who are interested in more technical details, let me point out that the fast-burn combustion chamber design and lightweight pistons with a new improved piston ring design bring about better performance. There's also a simplified evaporative fuel control system that has no moving parts. Finally, the crankshaft has 7 main bearings and 8 counterweights to ensure smoothness and long life. Obviously, there's a lot of state-of-the-art technology crammed into this engine, all of which adds up to one very special power plant. Now, it's one thing to create an innovative, smooth-running engine. However, assuring its long-term durability is another matter. You should know that the PowerTech 6 has undergone the rigors of a 1,000-hour, fully loaded bench test to test the limits of its durability. I'm happy to report that it's lived up to everyone's expectations. This brings us to an important question. Has improved performance and power meant a significant loss of fuel economy? The answer is no. EPA mileage estimates for the PowerTech with a 5-speed manual transmission are 19 city and 23 highway for the 2-wheel drive, and 18 city, 21 highway for the 4-wheel drive. With the new 4-speed automatic overdrive, the figures are 17 city and 21 highway for the 2-wheel drive, and 16 city, 19 highway for the 4-wheel drive. Okay, we've talked a lot about this new engine. Let's see what it can do out on the highway. Incredible as it may seem, this engine will do 0 to 60 and brake to a dead stop faster than our previous V6 can get from 0 to 60. Let me demonstrate. This Cherokee is equipped with last year's 2.8-liter V6. This one has our new 4-liter inline 6. Watch this. You've got to admit, that was pretty impressive. And seeing is believing, because the PowerTech 6 is really that much better than last year's V6. You're going to find that none of our competitors have an engine that can match it. Whether it's acceleration, pulling power, or cruising, this engine has it all. Let's move on to our 2.5-liter engine. This tough, economical 4-cylinder is again standard on all Cherokees and Wagoneers for 1987. No question but that this engine has turned a number of heads. Well, as good as it was in '86, it's going to be better in '87. For example, last year the 2.5 offered 117 horsepower and 135 pound-feet of torque. This year, with the improvements, we have 121 horsepower and 141 pound-feet of torque. To give you an idea of what this means, Vans and Trucks magazine ran tests on a Cherokee equipped with a 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine. They loaded it close to its gross vehicle weight rating and put it to the test. The engine handled the load without any straining and came out with a rating of excellent. Certainly, this is one 4-cylinder that you don't have to apologize for. Technically speaking, one of the key changes in the 2.5-liter engine is the improved electronic fuel injection system, plus lightweight pistons, an improved piston ring design, and new connecting rods. Together, they add up to the improved engine performance. A carryover feature, and one that the experts at Popular Mechanics like, is the throttle body electronic fuel injection system. With this system, the fuel is metered and injected precisely to create more efficient combustion. The result is both a more responsive performance and better fuel economy. The standard 2.5-liter 4-cylinder with 4-speed manual transmission and 2-wheel drive delivers an EPA mileage of 22 city and 26 highway. That's better than most of the competition. The third engine in our line is our optional 2.1-liter turbo diesel. This engine with a 5-speed manual overdrive transmission is available as an option on 4-wheel drive Cherokees and Wagoneers in 1987. As gasoline prices have fallen, the diesel market has softened. However, the fact of the matter is that you still have prospects who opt for the diesel because they like its proven operating economy and its durability. It's important to keep in mind that our turbo diesel was designed to be a diesel from the very outset. Unlike some manufacturers who simply converted gasoline engines to diesel, we chose to build an engine that would withstand the rigors of a 22-to-1 compression ratio. Plus, we utilize a Bosch fuel injection system and an intercooler to assure excellent performance on top of reliable, smooth operation. Of key importance to diesel buyers are the EPA estimates. Our turbo diesel delivers 28 city and 30 highway. Any way you look at it, this well-designed, durable workhorse engine will live up to the expectations and demands of the diesel segment of our market. Turning now to transmissions. Our standard 2.5-liter 4-cylinder engine and the new 4-liter PowerTech 6 can be combined with a variety of transmissions depending on the model. Here's the lineup. The 4-speed manual transmission is found only on the 4-cylinder Cherokees. The full Synchromesh 5-speed manual overdrive transmission is offered on the standard 4 and the optional PowerTech 6 on both the Cherokees and the Wagoneers. Finally, both engines and both models can be teamed up with a new for 1987 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission replacing the 3-speed automatic. Let me add a word here on our new 4-speed automatic. You'll find that this transmission offers a wide ratio gear selection and electronically controlled shift schedule. With simply the flick of this switch, the driver can select either one of two shift modes. To shift at higher RPMs and downshift more rapidly, the driver selects the power mode. In this position, the transmission is more sensitive to the throttle position. To put the transmission in the normal operating mode, the switch is set to comfort. Another feature to mention to prospects is a lock-up torque converter for third and fourth gear, which helps improve fuel economy. Also, with a .70 overdrive ratio, the new 4-speed automatic transmission will reduce highway noise levels. When it comes to the subject of four-wheel drive systems, no one outperforms Jeep. First, we offer two systems: the proven part-time command track with shift-on-the-fly capability and the optional select track, which has been improved for 1987. It features a new open center differential controlled by a single 5-position shift lever, which adds up to the most versatile and sophisticated four-wheel drive system anywhere. Let me take a few moments to familiarize you with it. The first position, two-wheel drive for driving in the two-wheel drive high range. The second position is high lock. This is the four-wheel drive high range with the transfer case differential locked up. This is a part-time high traction mode for off-road conditions and unpaved roads. You'll find that when you're in this mode, the answer warning light on the instrument panel says lock. The third position is four-wheel drive. This is the four-wheel drive high range with the transfer case differential not locked up. It's the full-time all-surface mode. When you're in this range, a green light on the instrument panel will indicate four-wheel drive. The fourth position is N for neutral. In this position, the wheels are totally disengaged and the vehicle can be towed easily. The fifth position is low lock. This is four-wheel drive low range with the transfer case differential locked up. It's a part-time high traction mode for severe off-road situations. Again, the warning light on the instrument panel reads lock. The system works like this. To shift from two-wheel drive to four-wheel drive, pull the lever down with a firm, smooth motion to the full-time all-road surface mode. If road conditions worsen and more traction is needed, shift up into high lock for part-time high traction. In this mode, the vehicle should not be driven on dry pavement as all four wheels are locked and turns will create wheel hop, which will in turn lead to excessive tire wear. The thing to keep in mind is that all of these modes are shift on the fly. If the going gets really rough and you're in extreme conditions, you must stop the vehicle and place the transmission in neutral before shifting into low lock. For those buyers who require additional traction capabilities, rear track lock is optional on Cherokees and Wagoneers equipped with a new 4-liter engine and select track. There are many other new features you'll find in Cherokee and Wagoneer in 1987. Inside, there's vibrant new colors and fabrics and door trim panels and stowage bins. Doors are trimmed in vinyl and cloth accented with plush carpeting. Standard on the base Wagoneer in 87 are rocker recliner bucket seats with adjustable headrests. And optional on Cherokee and Wagoneer are 6-way power driver and passenger seats, which are standard on the Wagoneer Limited. Power adjustable seats aren't offered on any of the competitive sports utility vehicles. Optional power windows and door locks will add to the convenience features found on your 87 models. And to add some driving pleasure, a variety of audio systems are available, including an AM/FM electronically tuned cassette radio with Dolby and 6 Jensen AccuSound speakers. All controls are positioned conveniently so that operating them is easy and feels natural. The functional gauge group is situated clearly and gives the driver a close watch on engine functions. The leather-wrapped steering wheel, optional on Cherokee Base, Pioneer, and Chief, and standard on Cherokee Laredo and Wagoneer this year, give the driver a comfortable, solid road feel. 87 also brings some improvements on the exterior of Cherokees and Wagoneers to enhance the clean, sporty styling. There's new colors, and new two-tone paint is now standard on the base Wagoneer and optional on the Cherokees. The Cherokee Chief has been decked out with sporty new exterior graphics, The crisp styling of Wagoneer Limited is enhanced with an attractive new wood grain pattern. New 5-spoke luxury aluminum wheels are standard on Wagoneer Limited and optional equipment on all Cherokee models and the Wagoneer base, in addition to the optional existing 10-spoke wheel. And new Michelin True Seal tires are standard on Wagoneer Limited and optional on the base Wagoneer. The tire seals itself from punctures that would normally cause a flat, a real plus in safety and in peace of mind. On Cherokee Laredo and Wagoneer models, swing-out front door vent windows are standard, and replacing the non-remote control mirrors on base Wagoneer is a remote control rear view mirror as standard equipment. Standard on both Cherokee and Wagoneer are halogen headlamps, which are duals on Cherokee and quad on Wagoneers. Halogen fog lamps are available as an option. Beyond the cosmetics, there's a variable brake proportioning valve for both two-wheel and four-wheel drive models. This valve balances braking power between front and rear wheels. It adds braking power where it'll do the most good and helps to keep the rear wheels from locking up. This ensures that the vehicle will stop in a smooth, straight line in both loaded and unloaded conditions. That's an important feature to point out to your prospects. Now, beyond all the things we've been talking about, there are several features that make Cherokee and Wagoneer outstanding entries in the compact sports utility market. One of the most important structures in any vehicle is the frame. It supports not only the drivetrain, accessories, payload, but even the forces generated when the vehicle is in motion. Our uniframe construction creates an extremely strong and rigid unit. The body is welded directly to the frame for overall integrity. What this means is excellent performance and predictable, precise handling, both on and off-road. Coupled with our uniframe body construction is unique quadrillink front suspension, which achieves not only strength, but flexibility, and allows Cherokee and Wagoneer models to perform solidly in various types of driving. A solid axle combines with 4 locating arms and coil springs for optimum traction and control. And the quadrillink design yields 7.4 inches of ground clearance, which makes it one of the best in its class. The convenient one-piece lift gate on Cherokees and Wagoneers makes it easy to load and unload from the ample cargo area. And I do mean ample. There's 72 cubic feet of space with the rear seat folded down. And speaking of space, there's plenty of room for 5 passengers in your Cherokees and Wagoneers. That's a real bonus to your prospects, since some of the competitors in the sports utility market seat only 4. 1987 Wagoneers and Cherokees have a wide range of additional options, including air conditioning, tilt steering wheel, and sunroof. Every buyer likes to personalize his vehicle, and Jeep has got most anything that can be imagined. There's an optional off-road package available on Cherokee 4-wheel drive models. And trailer towing capacity is increased from 4,200 pounds to 5,000 pounds for 1987 with the optional new Class 3 trailer towing package. It's available on Cherokees and Wagoneers equipped with the new 4-liter PowerTech 6 engine and the new 4-speed automatic overdrive transmission. There's no doubt that our Jeep Cherokees and Wagoneers are rugged, versatile vehicles that perform well, drive smoothly, and handle precisely and predictably. And Jeep stands behind all that with its 12-month, 12,000-mile limited warranty. And the heart of your Jeep line is backed by the Extended Powertrain Protection Limited Warranty for an additional 12 months or 12,000 miles. For added peace of mind, there's the optional Service Security Plan for 3 years or 36,000 miles, or the Deluxe Plan for 5 years or 50,000 miles. There's no question that our warranty plans are very competitive in the compact sport utility market. We can back them that way because every Jeep has quality built in from the ground up. Our uniframe construction sets the groundwork for the entire vehicle. With the body welded to the frame, it's rigid and strong enough to support the anticipated loads, which results in precise handling. Uniframe creates improved overall vehicle strength over the conventional body and frame design. Yet it's lightweight, which improves fuel economy, performance, and acceleration. One-sided galvanized steel body panels and methodical electrode coating that covers every square inch assures lasting corrosion protection. Our robotic assembly process assures structural integrity. The underbody and body side fixtures are self-checking. If they don't fit together properly and precisely, the line stops and doesn't start again until the problem is corrected. This is what makes fit and finish a reality in all Cherokees and Wagoneers. But it's not only high-quality materials and robotics that ensure our high manufacturing standards. Inspectors are all along the line checking the operation of every component, ensuring that quality is not just a word, but an integral part of every Cherokee and Wagoneer.